what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. It's that guy, Jay Hen. That's the name that they go by. That's the name I go by. And you should know who it is already. What's good with it? I want to start off by saying good morning to everybody. That we Geraldine Franklin, I see you. Good morning. CJ, Jordan Bates, Rodney. I see y'all. Good morning. So y'all do know the rules of engagement that when you come in, you do have to say good morning. You do know that, right? No, you don't. If you didn't know, now you know. So you got to type it somewhere in the comments. And I want you to go ahead and start sharing this video because this video is going to be kind of good this morning. And I want to make sure that you all get a clear understanding of what I'm going to be doing on this morning and talking about this morning because I promise you, you are not going to want to miss this. So if you know somebody that's going through a couple of little issues that they got going on, please tag them in this video. While y'all on here, I need y'all to do me a favor and I need you to tag a few people. What you say, Joy? What you say, great doctor? It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's this morning. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Somebody, I need you to tag Drea Marie in this particular video because I got some of this stuff on. I told y'all from now on I'm gonna be doing some weird stuff when it comes down to local artistry. I am rocking the chapeau one more again. You know, PortionWorld.com, PortionWorldClothing.com. Y'all need to check them out like ASAP. Like they have some amazing stuff from hoodies, windbreakers, to shirts, the hats, the joggers. Like that's what it comes down to. PortionWorld.com or PortionWorldClothing.com. Make sure that y'all go visit the website. Make sure y'all support again black business. That's what it comes down to. It's all about black business. Now that's the hat. That's the hat. If you can see Portion World on the side, that's the hat that I have on, right? That's the hat that I have on this morning. So again, PortionWorldClothing.com. Make sure you go and support. The only other portion of clothing that I have on today, well, I have shorts on, of course, you know, that kind of situation, is by my girl, Drea Marie. Superstar when it comes down to that inspirational tip, and I do mean superstar when it comes down to it. If you have not tapped into her inspirational videos, if you have not tapped into her book, make sure you go support her, search her on Amazon. She has books and material out. She's not only a grandmaster chef, but she knows how to let you live on purpose. As a matter of fact, I'm sporting a shirt by Drea Marie, Living on Purpose. It's a whole mood in this thing. So that's what I want y'all to do. Again, it's all about the local people. It's all about who we gonna support. You know what I'm saying? So that's my girl, Drea Marie. She does great. And when I say amazing job with the inspiration, she will definitely get you to the point to where you begin to live completely on purpose. So make sure you follow her. Y'all search her on Facebook, Drea Marie. You see the name down there, DreaMarie. Drea Marie, that's where it's at. So that's what we got for you this morning. It is the morning chats. I'm thanking God for everybody that is jumping on today. Make sure you share, you like it. Of course, you know how we do, and you know how I do personally, is I make sure that somebody is going to be helped by this video. So, of course, I want you to go ahead and let it be known. Like, if you're on Facebook, start a watch party. To Instagram, we're live on Instagram. Make sure that you tag a few people in this thing, and let's see if we can get this thing done. You feel me? That's how we gonna do it today. And I'm getting ready to start it. Of course, you know how I do. I'm gonna drop the 1 minute timer on here. I'm gonna give you just a minute to go ahead and share it, like it, send some people this way, because I think this morning chat is gonna be dope and it's gonna be something that you're definitely gonna be interested in hearing. Because this morning we're gonna talk about this word called closure. So 50 seconds left. We're gonna get y'all to go ahead and share and get some people in the room. I'm not gonna be long on here this morning because again, this is a topic I'm quite passionate about, and I want to make sure that you're going to go get to your part where you're living on purpose. Of course, where you're living on purpose. Living on purpose. But you got to get rid of this thing called closure. 30 seconds left. Go ahead and share it across your platforms for those who are on. Get some people in here. Tell them come on in. The morning chat is live, and it is doing it. I'm telling you now, Drea Marie, I see you, old girl. I just want you to know that we living on purpose this morning, making sure that I do support who I support because she's amazing in what she does. That's what we doing. That's what I'm saying. Because she living on purpose. That's what we going to do. You got me? So again, it's 5 seconds left. Y'all go ahead and share it across the platforms, and we're going to dive into the morning chat this morning, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this wonderful thing called closure this morning, and we're going to roll with it, all right? You got me? All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's talk about this thing called closure. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know how we get. You know, we're a little bit indifferent when it comes down to situations in our life. And for some odd reason, we are really, really heavy on people and this word called closure. We always leave different places of our life and we've been looking for this thing called closure. And I got news for you. Sometimes getting closure is not the way that you're going to win in this season. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you how bad the situation has gotten. A lot of us have put our entire life on halt because we're waiting for this thing called closure. And truth of the matter is, closure by definition is nothing more than a finality. It's nothing more than a way to say that one thing has ended and another thing is getting ready to begin. But for some odd reason, a lot of our lives have been placed on hold because we're looking for this thing called closure. And I got news for you. There's some people that's just not going to give it to you. You don't believe me? Like, it's some people that have left bad relationships and somebody just ghosted them or they left and they're telling me something, I can't move into the next phase of my life for the next relationship because I need closure. Nah. Or then there's some people that have lost loved ones and you said something out of whack that you didn't intend to say and then they left and now you're sitting in a dark place in your life in desolation because you needed this closure situation. But I got news for you. Closure is nothing more than a finality. And closure is 100% dependent upon you. That is going to mess you up once you get it. It's going to set your life into a new order when you realize that this word called closure is all dependent upon you. It has absolutely nothing to do with the other person. So the truth of the matter is, especially for relationships, when you're talking about looking for this thing called closure or the ending of a friendship or a situationship or whatever the case is, if you're looking for closure, the point of closure, what you say, Jai, what you say, B. Lawrence, what you say, man, listen. So when you're looking for this thing called closure, check this out. You do realize that you got closure when they did what they did. You know, some people were wronged in relationships and you're still going back trying to find closure. And the truth of the matter is, you got your closure when they did the last thing to you that they did. Yeah, you looking for somebody to come back and explain why they did what they did. But the truth of the matter is, if you look at the act in which they performed that caused you to separate, 9 times out of 10, that's the closure that you needed in order for you to move to your next point in life. So the idea behind it is it a sin? Like, I have to ask the question because, you know, that's what we do on the morning chats. The question simply is, do you really need closure? And the truth of the matter is, if you want to ask, that guy Jay Hen about it, nah. I don't think you really need closure because truth of the matter is you have put your entire life into a paused state looking for closure or for something that or explanation for somebody that left your life that was purposed to leave your life at the time that they left your life. And it's the craziest phenomenon, believe it or not, that we are still looking for people to honestly do what they like. We want them to explain why they did you wrong. And of course, we know that if we just poll everybody in the room, if we poll everybody on the earth, we'll find out that everybody is the best person in their life. Nobody is toxic. Nobody did anything wrong, and everybody's doing something wrong to you. But I got news for you. When people do you wrong, you don't need no explanation. They gave you the explanation upon them doing you in the way that they did you. And B. Lawrence, you asked a great question. Is it a closure moment or do you want a do-over? And most of the times, I find that it's actually the do-over moment that you're seeking and not necessarily closure. So the thing about it is, this whole closure situation, again, I will state that closure is nothing more than a finality. You're getting ready, you're ending one place and you're moving on to your next place. And the problem that a lot of people have is trying to get to that point to understanding why. And sometimes the question why will never have an answer. So now you have this conundrum on whether I'm get this question answered to the best of its ability of why, or am I going to leave the situation as a total and move forward? Because truth of the matter is, staying stagnant never healed anybody. Nah. As a matter of fact, if anybody in the medical field, you can help me out that's watching this morning. When you're stagnant, if you lay in one spot too long, you develop what is called a bed sore because you haven't been moved and the flesh has been weighed down for so long that it creates a sore spot where you've been sitting. And so when you start creating bed sores, that's no more than your own life. There are sore spots in your life because you've been stagnant for so long, seeking closure that you'll never ever forget. And unfortunately, I hate to be the one to be the bearer of bad news, but this closure that you're seeking is going to be one of the things that is going to stop your flowing process in life and stop you from moving into your next season. Again, I'm not looking at what year it is, I'm not looking at what day it is, but I'm looking at what season I'm in. And your next season of greatness, your next season of blessing, your next season of moving forward can't come until you get rid of this idea that you need closure. Now, it's a couple of things that I want to just share with you real quick when it comes down to this closure situation. And again, I will stand firm 10 toes down and say closure is not dependent upon the other person. Closure is dependent upon you, because everybody has this moment to where you wish you could have, you wish you should have, and the only thing that you could do with time that has been wasted, this is the problem. The only thing that you have with time that has been wasted is you can't relive the time that has been wasted. So what are you going to do from the point that you realize that the time was wasted? The only thing you can actually do is move forward, because staying still never helped anybody. Oh, wow. I'm just talking the talk that I'm talking this morning. Staying still never helped anybody. So a couple of things that I need you to do in order to work over this whole plight when it comes down to this thing called closure. Number one, you have to take full responsibility of yourself. You have to take full responsibility for yourself. And one of the hardest things for us to do is to look in this retrospective mirror to find out, is it us? Was it the other person? Or do we have a flaw that we need to take care of? A lot of people lose relationships, fall out of relationships, fall out of friendships, and blame everybody else for falling when it's actually you that tripped you up. And it's not my fault that I'm tripped up. If you're the one that's always causing anguish, if you're the one that's always complaining and I'm tired of you complaining and I don't want to hear you complaining no more, it's not my fault that I don't want to hear the complaining anymore. It's maybe a moment that you need to check yourself to find out why I'm complaining so much. But again, until we take this wonderful word that has been floating around for years that nobody likes, and it's from the job market up into your personal life, it's this word called accountability. And we have to begin to open our accountability eyes up and analyze ourselves to make sure that we're in the right channel in order for us to get rid of this thing called closure. Because truth of the matter is, everybody not doing you something, you've done somebody something else, and you're not always right. As a matter of fact, you would never learn anything if you were always right, because you never have a wrong day. Just saying. So that's the first thing I need you to do. I'm going to be honest with you. You need to make sure you take accountability. Take it upon yourself to make sure that you are together. That's just what it comes down to. There's nothing I could say. There's nothing that anybody can say. There's no sermon that can be preached that's going to pull you together until you make up in your mind that you want to be brought together. The second thing that I want you to do when it comes down to getting rid of this word called closure is to grieve the lost. Okay, listen. Walk through the processes of this thing called grief. You have to walk through these processes. I'm sorry, you don't go to grief, you go through grief. And the grieving process will actually purify you and give you a self-analysis. You've heard on the morning chat before, when you go back, the football team that loses doesn't just go back and take a loss or walk it in. They take that L from a loss and convert it to an L that means learn. And they go back and watch the tape that they actually played the game, and they see where their errors were. They see where their follies were. They see where their issues were, so they can rectify the issues, so when the next time they hit the field, it should be a better game. What you say, Renee? Like, dig it. So again, you have to grieve the loss. And for those who have lost loved ones in this season, talking about you needed closure, or you said something that you didn't think that you should have said, or I'll never get a chance to say it again, I got news for you. That time has passed. Now you have to go back to number one and analyze yourself. Forgive yourself for the moment, because every moment that comes back, you can't live that moment again. So you can only live it in your mind over and over and over again, and you find yourself being stuck over and over and over again in the same place in which you left that initial fault. The idea behind it is, from this day forth, in order for you not to relive that situation, what has to happen now is that you have to learn to appreciate the people that you have in your life and that are around you, because you never know what's going to happen in the next 24 hours, the next 12 minutes, the next 2 seconds. You have to be able to globally appreciate people, even if you don't agree with them, because appreciation doesn't come with agreement. Oh no, I bet nobody told you that. I've learned to agree to disagree, and love the person without having a problem with the issue that we are disagreed about. And that's what it comes down to. So I know you said something and then the person, they left, and now you all in this moment, I wish I would have said something better. Well, how about this? From this point on, learn from your mistakes and learn to treat everybody accordingly as if you're not going to even see them tomorrow. I'm just as glad to see the person that betrayed me last week today as I was actually glad to see them before they betrayed me, only because I've learned to deal with the issues, move them to the side, and still love the people. That's the second step to getting over your closure. Now, this is the third one, and this is going to be the one that's going to be the scraping and the hard part about it. Gather your strength. Make sure you gather yourself together. Like, that's the part that pick up the pieces, pick up the problems, pick up the issues, pick up all of the stuff that's around you that you broke. Because when you break it like that, when your life comes to a screeching halt, it causes a collision. And those collisions, you have to pick up those pieces and find out what can be utilized again, what can be learned from again, and make sure that you properly repair and heal yourself moving forward from this thing called closure. Because again, closure, I state again, as I stated in the beginning, closure is one of the top reasons that a lot of us have been stagnant for the last couple of years of our life. It's simply because we don't know how to move forward, and we're stuck on waiting for a finality when the finality happened already, when the moment came. So gather your pieces, gather your strength. Make sure you find what makes you happy. Don't let nobody remind you about what betrayed you. Don't let nobody remind you, or let anybody for that matter remind you of what hurt you, because I got news for you. Misery loves company, and everybody in the world that you ever vented to will come back in your worst moment and remind you of all the worst moments you've ever had. Oh man, so what you got to do now is separate yourself from the moments and make sure you start gathering your strength and picking up the pieces to what you are. Now, the next one is going to be the harder one. That's the one that's going to make more sense. Make plans to get into your future now. You have to make plans to move forward, because just as well as you are making sense to get up on a daily basis and sit in your sorrow, you have to make the same or equal greater plans to get out of that dead place. You have to make plans to go into the future. You have to make plans to walk into your destiny. You have to make plans to change your situation. If not, you're going to find yourself in that stagnant spot, finally getting bed sores, and you now have to have somebody else come pat you up, and you need somebody to come and pet you up, and somebody that's constantly talking to you every morning, all because you have not made plans to move forward. You have to move forward. You have to move forward. And lastly, what you would have to do is create a system for yourself. Create a system to get your mind back into its working order. Create a system that's going to build yourself back to where you initially were before the issue ever happened. You have to create a system. So when you get up in the morning, you got to figure out what you're going to do. Get up in the morning, start reciting a personal affirmation. Today, this day is going to be great because there's nothing that I'm going to run into that God can't handle. Say that every morning. Begin to develop that kind of mentality. So instead, you put on some happy music. Go put on some amazing Frankie Beverly. Go put on some gospel. Get into a routine and create a system for yourself that will begin to do what Drea Marie will often say is in commanding your day, so you can learn to live on purpose. That's what we're trying to get you to do, is where you create a system to where you're training your mind to live past your hurt, training your mind to live past your pain. And that's what it's going to come down to. So you have to do these things in order to get away from this whole thing called closure. And that's just what it comes down to. So again, if I wanted to take it back on a quick rewind, we're talking about closure this morning. It's not necessary that you have to have closure for every relationship that failed, or every situationship, every friendship, every loved one that you lost. You don't necessarily need that closure. You don't need the closure in that sense. You have to be ready to prepare yourself to move forward. And the only way that you can move forward, number one, is you're going to have to take full responsibility for yourself. That's the first thing. Number two, you're going to have to grieve over the loss. Yeah, it happened. You lost them. They walked out. They moved on. Good, it happened. Deal with the fact that it happened and be prepared to move on. Number three, gather your strength. Make sure you're picking up the pieces of your life and making sure that you're healing for yourself, because nobody else is going to heal you quite like you are able to heal you, because you know exactly what spots need to be healed. Number four, you only have to make a plan to move forward into your immediate future. Make a plan plan to move forward to your destiny, make a plan to come out of your sorrow and get to a place called victory. But the last one again is create a system for yourself that's going to allow you to move forward. That's going to allow you to command your day. It's going to allow you to live on purpose. So that's what the morning chat is this morning, getting rid of this situation called closure. Truth of the matter is these relationships, people are walking around trying to find an explanation on why people did them like they did them. But guess what? I can give you a secret. If you learn this secret and you take this knowledge today, I promise you'll never be disappointed again. I lowered my expectations of people, and so I'll never be disappointed by high-minded thoughts. And the reason I say that is because I realize something. In this life, people are going to be people. Oh man, I bet you didn't know that. People are going to be people. I don't care from Monday to Sunday, from year one to year a million, from January to December, people are always going to be people. And if you're looking for people to be the place of your happiness, then I promise you, you're going to see a many days where you're going to be sad. If you're looking for people to be your source of strength, and it's a many days you're going to be weak. If you're looking for people to bring you through to your next destiny, I got news for you. Sometimes you're going to find yourself standing in the middle of a wilderness trying to figure out, how did I get here, waiting on people, because people will always be people. If you learn that, you don't need closure when people leave your life. Only thing you need to do is put a final stamp on it and be ready to move into your next place of destiny. So that's the morning chat for you. Closure is not necessary. I'll ask the question again. Why do you need closure when liberation is 100% free? I don't have to ask questions when I want to be free. I just move out of the place of bondage, because closure will have you locked into a place to where you will not be able to move for the rest of your days, hoping and wishing that somebody comes and tell you what you want to hear, and they never gonna do it, because people are people. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. So again, this is the morning chat. This is the guy. It's that guy, Jay Hen. Y'all know I'm getting ready to move into my favorite part of this morning chat, and that's the encourage somebody portion. I need you in the comment section. I need you to think of some stuff that's going to encourage somebody to move forward into your destiny. That's going to be the theme for this morning, moving forward. So I need you to get somebody together. I need you to get something positive in your mind. I need you to get some thoughts flowing so we can share them on this, and we're going to get on out your hair this morning. I'm going to say this again. Closure is not necessary, and this encouragement that you're giving somebody today may be the best thing that they've heard today, this week, this month of this year. This encouraging word may be the exact moment that somebody needs, not to take their own life, but to know that they can go on just a little bit further. So you know how we do it on the morning chats. I'm gonna put this 5-minute countdown on, and we're gonna get to encouraging some people. So go ahead and begin. It's Black History Month, Brian. I'm telling you, we're gonna talk about freedom. If you're gonna talk about anything, that's what I'm gonna say. We'll talk about freedom if we can't talk about nothing else. So this thing, listen to me, and listen to me well. You got 5 minutes. We're going to get some comments going, give some encouragement to somebody. We're going to do it. We're going to knock it out, and then we're going to move on about our business. That's just what we're going to do this morning. And if you don't mind, let's get it going. Let's talk. Go ahead and encourage somebody within the comments. Yeah, that's what I need you to do this morning. Encourage somebody in the comment section. Encourage somebody. That's what we're looking for. Come on with it. Let's go. There we go. I knew. Sarah, you never let me down, Sarah. You never let me down, Sarah. You never let me down. Sarah says this morning, when you feel as if you are being rejected from something good, you are actually being redirected to something better. Come on, Sarah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, Sarah. Come with it. Come with it. Come on. Like, listen. Watch this. Come on, B. That's my fire captain say, waiting on closure is like standing in a burning room, as if you're trapped and watching the walls cave in, while all along the door was open for you to walk or run out to your freedom and your peace. Get out, get free, and get you. That's what it comes down to. God dog it. Y'all in it this morning. That's what I wanted. That's what I need. We got a couple of more minutes. If you are not moving forward, then you're falling back, and you better watch yourself, because people are waiting on you to fall just so they can talk about it. Don't give them, if they're going to talk, you're going to have to hate on me to talk about me, because I'm not giving you a reason to run to the backside of it. Let's get this going. Come on. I'm on Instagram with it too. Instagram, y'all know how we do it. If we can do it, come on. Throw some comments comments up, encourage somebody right now. Let's see what we got here. Tonya, my cousin, what you say? It says today will be better than yesterday because yesterday is in the past. They say yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. So celebrate today as the present that it is. Come on, Tonya, talk about it. What you say, CJ? What you say? She said, don't let yesterday take up too much of today, because before you know it, today will be over and it'll be history just like yesterday is. What you say? Good morning on Instagram. Thank y'all so much for tuning in this morning. Come on, y'all. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Let's continue with I'm telling you, this encouragement is working. Chuck, what you say? Freedom ain't free unless you're free in Jesus. Come on, man. Come on, tell them what freedom really is. Tell them what freedom really lies. Come on, man. Freedom ain't freedom unless you're free in Jesus. Come on. Because when the Spirit of the Lord is, if I had just said like I was in the pulpit, there is liberty. And I got news for you. Liberty is what we're looking for in this season. What you say, Sarah? Sarah, again, clutching the past so tightly to your chest will leave your arms to embrace the present. Clutching the past so tightly to your chest will leave your arms too full to embrace the present. Oh, wow. Come on, Sarah. Come on, she got another one with it. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Because some of us we've been on chapter 5, chapter 5, chapter 5, chapter 5, chapter 5, chapter 5. And chapter 5 may have been a good chapter, but it ain't the best chapter because the best chapter is yet to be seen. Cuz of what you say this morning, Tawana, I see you. Good morning. Miss Crystal, good morning. I see you. That's what it comes down to. Come on, y'all. We got a minute, 28 seconds left, and we're going to do it. What you say, CJ? Let's do it. Let's go with it. Encourage somebody. Say you learn more from failure than success. Don't let it stop you. Failure builds character. I told you, a L don't have to be a loss when you turn it and convert it to a learn. And that's something that you're going to really, really need in this season of your life, in this day and age. I'm just saying, learn from your mistakes. That way you won't make them again, and that turns into success. Come on, CJ. Come on with it, y'all. 1 minute left, and we're going to get out of here. I told you I'm going to be out your hair. I'm going to be out your hair. Come on. Listen. Oh, this is a good one. Let that backpack of foolishness go so you can move forward. It's a backpack of foolishness. Come on. That's a whole satchel of ignorance. I'm loving it. This is just doing me all the good in the world. I told y'all, this is my favorite part of the entire morning chat. And I'm grateful for everybody that's dropping these nuggets in here. Y'all are batting this out of the park. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. The only person that's the master of perfect timing is God himself. So you'll never be right on time with it, but it'll be in time if you let him do it in his time. Oh, shucks. Boy, talk that you be talking. Y'all, I wish I had some. Y'all got this. Y'all see what I'm doing over here, dog. Y'all see what I'm doing over here. Y'all, this is the morning chat. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the morning chat. I'm excited that y'all decided to stop on through. It's the morning chat. Again, like I said, like it, share it. We coming on in all facets, like no matter what it is. So do me a favor. If you can't do anything else when it comes down to the morning chat, you can do me this one favor, though. You can make sure that you follow. You can like, you can share, you can do all of those fun things that we like to do when it comes down to the morning chat. And I'm so great. I knew somebody was going to do it because y'all do it to me every morning, and I got to do it. I got to do it. What you say, Brian? Knock, knock. Who's there? Freedom. Freedom who? The freedom to heal that you're scared of. So tell me why pain you still choose to embrace. That wasn't even a heavy joke there. That made good sense. Oh my goodness. It's the morning chat. I want to make sure I do shout out again for those of you who are still watching and you trying to figure out where all this fun stuff comes from. I'm sporting the hat by Portion World, portionworldclothing.com. Again, they have some dope apparel. They got the hoodies on deck, the joggers on deck, the tees, the windbreakers, as well as these dope hats. They got a lot of merchandise, and it's a black-owned company. Make sure that y'all support them, portionworldclothing.com. And if you need to find somebody that'll kick your day off, Drea Marie again on Facebook. Make sure you find her inspirational. I'm talking about morning inspiration that will jumpstart your life. She has amazing books on Amazon. Make sure that you research them and search them out. Thank y'all again so much for tuning into the morning chats. It's been a good morning. I think it's been a good morning. I don't know if you think it's been a good morning, but I think it's been a good morning. So again, y'all know, make sure that you do follow me. You got to follow me. It's that guy Jay Hen if you want to follow me there on Facebook. You know, look for it. It's on YouTube. That guy Jay Hen. If not, follow me over on Instagram. Like I'm here on Instagram. Whatever you do, Periscope is about to be gone in less than a month, but I'm on Periscope too. So again, it's that guy Jay Hen. Just the morning chat, and I will definitely see you on the next chat. Holla.